Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coins TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. Foundations before the coin existed, 1776–1793. The history of the United States half-dollar begins not with a minting press, but with the Declaration of Independence in 1776, when the American colonies separated from British rule and began the difficult task of forming a stable nation. During this period, there was no unified American currency. People relied on a confusing mixture of British coins, Spanish silver dollars, French coins, paper notes, and privately issued tokens. The Spanish silver dollar was especially important, because it could easily be cut into halves and quarters, making the idea of a half-dollar familiar long before an official U.S. version existed. Economic stability was one of the greatest challenges facing the new nation, and leaders quickly realized that a strong, national coinage system was essential for independence, trade, and public trust. This understanding laid the foundation for the future half-dollar. Birth of the half-dollar and the first U.S. Mint issues, 1794–1797. The Coinage Act of 1792 officially created the United States Mint and authorized several denominations, including the half-dollar, valued at 50 cents. The half-dollar became one of the most important silver coins because it closely matched the value Americans were already accustomed to using through foreign silver. In 1794, the first U.S. half-dollars were struck, featuring the flowing hair design, which showed liberty with long, flowing hair symbolizing freedom and youthful energy. These coins were made of 90% silver, giving them real intrinsic value and helping to build confidence in the new national currency. Production was limited, technology was basic, and each coin reflected handcrafted imperfections, making early half-dollars extremely rare and historically important today. Draped bust half-dollar era, 1796–1807. By 1796, the design evolved into the draped bust half-dollar, showing liberty in a more mature and refined style, inspired by classical European portraiture. The reverse featured a strong eagle, representing national strength and unity. These half-dollars circulated widely and quickly became a cornerstone of American commerce. Farmers, merchants, and traders relied on them for larger purchases, wages, and long-distance trade. Because silver value was closely tied to the coin's worth, half-dollars were often hoarded, exported, or melted when silver prices fluctuated. This constant movement explains why surviving examples today are scarce, especially in high condition. Capped bust half-dollar and expansion of the nation, 1807–1839. The capped bust half-dollar, introduced in 1807, marked a significant improvement in minting technology and artistic confidence. Liberty was shown wearing a cap, symbolizing freedom and independence, while the eagle on the reverse appeared powerful and assertive. During this era, the United States expanded westward, fought the War of 1812, and strengthened its internal trade networks. The half-dollar became the workhorse of silver coinage, heavily used in daily transactions. Millions were minted, yet many were worn nearly smooth from circulation, making well-preserved examples valuable today. This period firmly established the half-dollar as a practical and trusted denomination. Seated Liberty half-dollar and a growing industrial nation, 1839–1891. The seated Liberty half-dollar, first issued in 1839, reflected a nation entering a more stable and confident phase. Liberty was depicted seated on a rock, holding a shield, symbolizing vigilance and preparedness. Over its long production run, the design underwent multiple changes, including arrows and motto additions, reflecting economic adjustments and political shifts. These half-dollars circulated through major events such as the Civil War, the expansion of railroads, and the rise of industry. Silver shortages during the Civil War caused many coins to disappear from circulation, adding to their historical significance. Each worn-seated Liberty half-dollar carries the silent story of a rapidly changing America. Barber half-dollar and the turn of the century 1892–1915. In 1892, the half-dollar received a new design by Charles E. Barber, featuring a classical liberty head and a strong heraldic eagle. Barber half-dollars were produced in large numbers and became deeply embedded in American economic life during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. They circulated during the Spanish-American War, early labor movements, and the rise of modern cities. Despite their high mintages, most Barber half-dollars are scarce in high grades today because they were used heavily in everyday commerce. This era emphasized durability and function over artistic beauty. Walking Liberty half-dollar. Artistic peak 1916–1947. The Walking Liberty half-dollar, introduced in 1916, is widely considered one of the most beautiful coins ever produced by the United States. Designed by Adolph A. Weinman, it depicted Liberty walking toward the sunrise, wrapped in the American flag, symbolizing hope, progress, and national optimism. The reverse featured a majestic eagle perched on a mountain pine branch. These coins circulated through World War I, the Great Depression, and World War II, witnessing some of the most dramatic moments in American history. Because of heavy circulation and silver content, many were worn down or melted, making well-struck examples highly desirable. Franklin half-dollar and post-war America 1948–1963. In 1948, the half-dollar honored Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers. This marked the first time a non-president appeared on a regular U.S. coin. The reverse featured the Liberty Bell, emphasizing national heritage and freedom. Franklin half-dollars circulated during a period of post-war growth, technological advancement, and rising consumer culture. Still made of 90% silver, these coins were widely used until rising silver prices led to hoarding in the early 1960s. Kennedy half-dollar and national mourning 1964–1976. Following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, the United States introduced the Kennedy half-dollar in 1964 as a tribute. The coin was immediately popular and heavily hoarded. Initially struck in 90% silver, its composition was reduced in later years as silver was removed from circulating coinage. By the 1970s, the half-dollar was rarely seen in daily use, becoming more of a collectible than a circulating coin. Bicentennial half-dollar 1976. The journey from 1776 to 1976 reached a symbolic peak with the bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar, issued to celebrate 200 years of American independence. Featuring a special reverse design with Independence Hall, this coin connected the nation's founding ideals with modern America. It served as a reminder that the half-dollar had traveled alongside the nation from revolution to global power. Cultural importance of the half-dollar in American society. Beyond its role as money, the half-dollar from 1776 to 1976 developed a deep cultural and symbolic importance within American society. For generations, the half-dollar was seen as a coin of respect and significance, often given as gifts for milestones such as birthdays, graduations, weddings, and achievements. Parents and grandparents frequently saved half-dollars for children, not only because of their higher value compared to smaller coins, but also because the coin represented stability, responsibility, and heritage. In many households, half-dollars were stored in drawers, jars, or envelopes as small savings or keepsakes, especially silver issues that were believed to hold real value. This emotional attachment helped preserve many coins outside circulation and strengthened the half-dollar's identity as more than ordinary pocket change. Role of silver in economic trust. Silver played a critical role in shaping public trust in the half-dollar throughout most of its history. From the first flowing hair half-dollars to the Franklin and early Kennedy issues, the consistent 90% silver composition assured citizens that the coin carried intrinsic worth. During times of economic uncertainty, such as financial panics, wars, and depressions, people trusted silver half-dollars as a reliable store of value. This trust also created a cycle where coins were hoarded whenever silver prices rose, leading to shortages in circulation. By the mid-20th century, this pattern became so strong that it forced the U.S. government to reconsider precious metal coinage altogether. The half-dollar therefore stands as a powerful example of how metal content directly influenced public behavior and monetary policy. Decline of circulation and shift to collecting. As the United States moved into the 1960s and 1970s, the half-dollar slowly faded from everyday use. The removal of silver from circulating coinage reduced public interest in spending half-dollars, while inflation made the denomination feel awkward for daily transactions. Vending machines, cash registers, and pricing habits favored quarters instead. Despite this decline, the half-dollar found a new life in coin collecting and commemorative culture. Kennedy half-dollars, especially bicentennial issues, became symbols of remembrance and patriotism rather than tools of commerce. By 1976, the half-dollar was rarely seen in circulation, but its presence in collections, albums, and family heirlooms ensured its survival and relevance. Artistic storytelling through half-dollar designs. The designs of the half-dollar from 1776 to 1976 tell a powerful visual story of American ideals. Early Liberty designs emphasized freedom, independence, and national identity, while later portraits honored real individuals who shaped the nation. The Walking Liberty half-dollar expressed optimism and forward movement, while the Franklin and Kennedy designs reflected respect for leadership, intellect, and sacrifice. The Bicentennial reverse, showing Independence Hall, symbolized unity between past and present. Together, these designs form a metallic timeline of American values, showing how art and symbolism evolved alongside the nation itself. Historical legacy of the half-dollar, 1776–1976. Looking back across 2 centuries, the half-dollar stands as one of the most historically rich denominations in U.S. coinage. It witnessed the birth of the nation, westward expansion, civil war, industrial growth, global conflict, and the celebration of independence's bicentennial. Even though it no longer plays a major role in daily transactions, its legacy remains strong. Each half-dollar carries echoes of the time in which it was made, making it a tangible connection between modern collectors and the lived experiences of earlier generations. From revolutionary ideals to modern remembrance, the half-dollar remains a silent but enduring witness to American history. Among all United States half-dollars produced from the nation's founding era through the bicentennial year of 1976, value is determined by a powerful combination of rarity, condition, historical importance, and collector demand. The earliest half-dollars, especially those struck in the 1790s, are considered among the most valuable coins in American numismatics because they represent the very beginning of federal coinage. Flowing hair and early draped bust half-dollars were minted in extremely small quantities, often only a few thousand pieces, and many were lost, damaged, or melted over time. Surviving examples, particularly those in well-preserved condition, are highly sought after by advanced collectors and museums, not only for their silver content but for their role as physical witnesses to the birth of the United States monetary system. As the nation moved into the 19th century, certain capped bust and seated Liberty half-dollars became valuable due to low mintages, production interruptions, or historical circumstances such as wars and economic crises. Coins minted during periods of silver shortage or political instability often saw limited circulation, increasing their scarcity today. Seated Liberty half-dollars struck before and during the Civil War are especially prized because many were hoarded or melted as silver disappeared from circulation. Their worn surfaces often tell stories of hard use during a turbulent period in American history, adding emotional and historical value beyond mere metal content. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, barber half dollars gained collector importance, particularly from branch mints where production numbers were lower. While barber halves were once common in circulation, high-grade examples are now scarce due to heavy everyday use. Collectors value these coins for their durability and connection to America's transition into a modern industrial society. The walking Liberty half dollar, although minted in larger numbers, has become one of the most popular and valuable designs because of its exceptional beauty and symbolism. Coins with sharp detail and strong strikes command significant premiums, as many were worn down or melted during periods of high silver demand. The Franklin half dollar, though produced for a shorter time, holds strong appeal because it features a founding father rather than a president, making it unique among regular issue U.S. coins. Early Kennedy half dollars, especially those containing silver, are valued not only for their metal content but also for their emotional connection to national mourning and remembrance. Finally, the Bicentennial half dollar of 1976, while generally not rare, holds lasting value as a commemorative symbol marking 200 years of American independence. Together, these valuable half dollars form a continuous chain of history, showing how time, rarity, and national meaning transform everyday money into treasured historical artifacts.